This exam took place in Las Vegas, Nevada in 2018 at the All United States Kendo Federation Summer Camp. The judges from left to right are Shinobu Maeda Sensei, who is now located in Tennessee, Masaharu Makino Sensei of California, and the two guest senseis, Masahiro Inadomi Sensei, who is an 8th Dan, as well as Kunihide Koda Sensei, former world champion, 8th Dan, one of the 8th Dan in the United States, Shozo Kato Sensei, and of course Tim Yuge Sensei of California. So quite a tough panel to contend with. So this is the first match against Kevin Ha, who is a former Team USA player, very strong. I am the player on the right in this video. When I first watched this, I thought I was a little bit stiff coming in, but my feet are moving, positioning myself, trying to feel out what he's about to do. As I said, he's very strong, but I want to stay within myself and show them what I'm capable of, not adjusting to him. Right off the bat, I went for the first move, and everybody thinks you should go right away, but that's not the truth. However, I hesitated on that one. There, I didn't hesitate, but we both kind of had the same idea of going for kote, but it didn't look too bad on either of us. Some more feeling out. Like I said, I looked stiff, but my feet were moving. I throw a good men attack, however, it didn't connect cleanly. I missed a little bit to the right of his head. Not a huge deal. There I score a decent Suriage Waza, which is important to show at this level of testing. I score there, however, once again, there was a hesitation. I didn't go completely straight in, and they're looking for commitment, which I didn't have. Where he showed a lot of commitment there, and was able to score a very clean men attack. Both of us show commitment there, and I believe that's why I don't know if time ran out or they had seen enough. So not a highly dominant test, but I would say good enough. Here I enter my second test against Lee Sensei of Garden State in New Jersey. By this time I've settled down quite a bit, and I opened very strong. I was quite pleased with that attack, as it was your standard men, and I'm able to follow that up here with a men Kaishimen, which was a gamble because it's a low percentage waza, but I was able to connect with that. He goes for a do. It didn't connect. There I score a Suriage, and at this point I was starting to think, I just might pass this, because I'm showing what I want to do is show that I am somebody who can strike men, and who can strike men in many different situations. So already I've shown 3 different ways to do that. I showed another Kaishimen, which now my confidence is really growing. There's a men Debana men. Now I'm thinking I need to settle down and not hit quite so much, and to show different elements, which I foolishly go for a kote, which, as you know, is my signature move, but failed. You can see the timer already has her hand up, so they're waiting for one last move. I get the Suriage, but it misses. So overall, not bad, and I was pretty confident at this point, and rightfully so, because I did pass. This video analysis was of my own 7th Dan exam. Actually, it was my second attempt. I had not passed my first one in Atlanta, Georgia a few months prior. When I really reflected upon that, I realized that it was good, but clearly not good enough to pass, and in order for me to pass, I really felt that I needed to get a lot better. So I really recommitted, reevaluated, and I practiced at my own dojo 3-4 times a week, and I did some traveling. One of the most significant travels I did make was to see Koki Ariga Sensei at Myrtle Beach. He really put me through the ringer. And I was wondering, why is he doing this? Doesn't he realize that I'm not a young man anymore, and that type of practice is really hard on me? But what it did was really bring to the surface the issues that I had. And he said that I would not see them unless I was put into that type of situation. And he was very right, and I do credit a lot of that experience to how I was able to arrive to Las Vegas and to be able to pass. One major advice that I would give people, not just for 7th Dan, but for any Dan, is to stay within yourselves. To show your best kendo, not what you feel is best kendo, is the best kendo that you can do that day, that moment. And the important thing is to really stay within yourself. Don't do things that you don't have confidence in. Show your confidence and execute what you really know that you're capable of, and what you really know that you can succeed at a high percentage. That's exactly what I did, and I feel that that's what led me to passing. I didn't do waza or techniques that I'm not comfortable with, because you're going to hear a lot of advice going into these things. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. You should only listen to people who really know you or know your kendo, or take this advice. There's no such thing as bad advice. Listen to the advice you get, but always remember, if it's something that doesn't make you comfortable, don't do it in a test. Also, make sure you are prepared in every aspect. Don't show up, with not wearing your equipment properly, or without clean equipment, or ill-fitting equipment. The way you look goes a long way in how you pass, because you might think, it's not a big deal, but it is, because it does show that you are or are not taking this seriously. Also, when you're there, just be loud. That's one thing you can do. That's not something that, if you're doing kendo, that you cannot do. You can absolutely be loud, because that also shows the panelists that you are taking this seriously. So, hopefully this video helps anyone. It doesn't matter, once again, what rank you're taking. It's more of a mindset and approach thing. So please, if you have any questions, please comment or click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.